We're not getting super hot, but we just stopped, and we of course did overheat again. Hey boys and girls, just kind of a super quick one today. We're actually we're going deep sea fishing. We're going for tuna, so we're actually running this guy out to the coast. For those of you who follow the channel know that we took it last weekend, and it overheated on the way back, and it also dropped the transfer case out of the pickup. So the pickup I haven't even had a chance to come near, but we're actually doing a radiator flush and restore on this. Kind of a supposed to eat rust and calcification, all that. And I don't think I can mention brands, but yeah. And then we are also gonna fix the leveling valves. I think I showed you a little video. If not, a little video now. Here's the challenge with this thing. As you can see, the front driver's side is way up in the air. And the front passenger side is pert near sitting on the ground. Now, this bag, well, it's only got one leveling valve in the front, so this bag in the back should be blowing up right now, leveling that out. And I'm not quite sure why that's not happening. So either this back corner bag is overflowing, or this one is way low, because that should be pushing up, and it's not. So we're going to figure that out. And then this corner actually should balance everything out no matter what anything else does, and it's not. So we'll get to that. Cheers. We gotta say it loud and...
Let's do this.
Yeah! About why this thing's listing. So we kind of got underneath and got that figured out. And hopefully we're gonna get that rectified here. All right, so drove this bad boy up on jacks. As you can see, the whole daggum passenger side is listing. And I'm gonna scooch underneath here and take a look at if that leveling valve is busted. We've raised it up a couple times. Let's go see where we're sitting on the outside of this thing. Made a big difference. Oh, that made a big difference. Yeah, I think now we've even overcompensated. Well, we'll see. All right, party people. There's a Haldex. I don't know what that is. Should you read that? Haldex 4007. I don't know what this one is, but so here's the interesting point with these. Now I'm gonna try to hold the light down there and the tape measure right here so you guys can oh, dropped it, can kind of see. All right, so my problem is I'm gonna pull this light over here. Start this. Okay, so the distance, I'm going to measure the distance basically between the top of the arm and the center of the bolt. And I have 15 inches. Right? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I can see some differences. This has a much shorter throw. Okay. We're going to go from the top of the arm to the center of the bolt again. And we'll lower this one down so it's 15 inches, but I don't know if you could tell. There's a significant difference. Like maybe an inch or more in the length. So I'll move my light over here. So by the way, the RV is up on wood blocks. As you could probably see, and sorry, I'm upside down. But I'm just gonna measure the distance from like the bend. It's like basically 3. Ironically enough. So this one here is a different style. It is a different direction. And when I get my tape up there, you're gonna see from the end of okay. From the end of the arm to the bend, 4.5, which might not actually seem like a lot, but I do want to see a couple things here. Okay, so that's mounted, say 1 3/4 off. This in here is mounted 1 3/4 off as well. Alright. Well, we're gonna lower this down, but the shop installed this ride height valve here a couple years ago. And if I'm honest, there, if you could hear that. So, because the arm is considerably longer, this side is not going to be nearly as responsive. As the other side. There. It's about 15 inches. Again, though, I wish there was a tag on this other ride height valve. because there's clearly a difference. You know, I mean, okay, let's put if the screwdriver is flush with there, it's just barely touching the bag. If it's flush with there, I mean, the bag ain't nowhere in sight. You know, it's a little closer. I feel like the attitude's a little bit more centered. But ultimately, so the problem I'm seeing here is that is the wrong ride height valve. And I feel like we're riding closer to where we're supposed to be. So let's pull our junk out of here. My hat, measuring tape, and boy, you lower that thing down, she's right here on you, ain't you? So I don't know if you guys can see it, but transmission line right there, coming out of the hydraulic filter into the transmission up there is leaking, so the side of this thing looks like the Exxon Valdez. Unfortunately, that in there is just a beast to get to, so I haven't been too enthusiastic about getting up there and doing it at all, even remotely, to be honest. Hey guys, we're up here in Anacortes. We're going to look at some trucks to start. We're going to get into the RV overheating issue now. I think I should give you some background that this is a battle I've been fighting for a long time. Started a couple of years ago when we were driving up the Continental Divide, and I said go, and it said no, and overheated. So we ended up stranded in Billings, Montana. Left the RV there over the winter. The following year, coming down the Continental Divide, it overheated. Got stranded in Billings, Montana. RV ended up stuck there for a month. So it has done this a couple times. We've fixed multiple things. This is a battle. But we kind of have corrected everything, and now this new overheating issue is something new and different. There's a little problem, which is every time we work on this, it actually requires someone who's under about 5'5" to climb down in the engine compartment, or for me to hang upside down by my feet and do a handstand for like 20 minutes while trying to adjust the hydraulic pressure. So we have a candidate for that. She's just not very happy about doing it.
Channel, here you go. But I got
you knew what you were getting into when you married me, honey.
I did, huh?
It seemed like a good idea then. Well, let me tell you.
Oh, I should have read the fine print of our prenup.
How's it coming? Are you getting that?
Yeah, I had 7 in a row. I'm a rock star. I should quit my day job.
Well, folks, there's Jill turning out the relief pressure on a 6V92 hydraulic pump. She's not very happy about it right now. She's not looking at the camera. I'm not sure the makeup's up to par.
Oh, really, Jim?
Bye.
It's not about the makeup.
I don't know if you guys can see that okay, but we're gonna slide me that one, please.
How many gallons?
Yeah.
Before you do it, how many gallons are coming up?
30.
Did I give you enough totes?
Well, I hope so. I think we'll start by letting that run for a long, long time. I mean, that one just makes me nervous. I don't know if I want to be spraying away on that one too much, huh? Could take that fitting out of the bottom of the. Take that fitting out of the bottom of the radiator, but the thing makes me nervous. It's a little corroded. So I think we're just gonna take this one off of here. Hey Joe, can you give me another black tote? Do this in such a way I don't end up wearing 1,000 gallons of rod here. Whoa! Yeah. It ended up pouring out a direction I wasn't expecting. So we can do our best here. To not shoot everybody in the face. There we go. Ha! Still gonna take it forever to drain, but not a bad little system. I don't know what our capacity on this bad boy is, but I'm gonna let this run till it slows down again, then I'll go. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, I mean, one big black tote should come pretty close to holding it all. Ah. Expecting that to go a lot differently. So, I did actually go with gloves and the glasses, as this stuff is mildly caustic. And nobody is sponsoring this video. I wish. That'd be cool, but I actually gotta buy this stuff. And fill the rest with pep, so. Alright, well this thing's been running for about 30 minutes, so we're about to go for a drive. I don't know if you can see that, but inside the cooling cap it just looks chalky. So I don't know, hopefully that's good news. It means it's doing something. Ironically enough, our temps aren't moving at all. So we might struggle to get the daggum thing warm enough to open the thermostats. So that's why we're going for a drive, is just to haul it up and down some hills and move it a little bit. Hopefully that'll, like I said, that'll get some heat into it, but this beast does take forever to warm up. So we'll check back in. All right, guys, we've been driving for a half hour. The motor's been running for just about 55 minutes. We're pegged right at 195, which is kind of where this thing seems to be happy, but no. We're in city traffic, stop and go. It hasn't. I mean, like right now, you can see it's just starting to creep up a hair. So, like I said, we're gonna kind of turn around and spin it home and dump this exciting stuff out of the back of it, and we'll, like I said, spin around, head home, dump this stuff out the back of it, and see where we go from there. So we'll update you on the dumping problem. Ooh, that's a really cool Mustang. So, all right, we'll update you on the dumping process. This thing got quite hot backing it around. I'm gonna let it, just letting some air in the system right now. A little bit scared about opening that thing, even though I've bled the pressure out. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is use something else to open it. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm out of the way. There we go. I'm extremely excited about taking this off from underneath. So we're gonna use the from up here method. If we can. In love with that. I feel like it's probably going out a little faster than it's going in. So, not that that ain't an okay method. I'll probably run that like 3-4 times. Amazed how much this sucks, but this is the only way I have found to flush out the daggum heating lines. So the dripping you see there is I have the oil cooler open. All right. To flush out the heating lines in the coach, and you're gonna get wet, but if you jack that on there, you get clear water out. And like I said, you're gonna get wet. Okay. I already did this because I couldn't like try to keep myself relatively dry and hold the camera. Just squirted myself in the junk with ice water. All right, then stage 2. And I'm hoping you guys can see this okay. Essentially. Probably not because the lens is covered, but cleaned up a little bit. And yes, I know this is the wrong air fitting with which to be doing this. I can't find my other one, but if you could just get a somewhat seal up there with your finger. Well, so that was going perfectly until it wasn't. We're coming close to 210. Transmission tube's climbing too.
Caution, parking brake is engaged. Danger, hot engine, caution, parking brake is engaged.
It is not.
Fasten seatbelt. Danger, low front braking air pressure. Please fasten seatbelt. Caution, parking brake is engaged. Danger, low front braking air pressure.
Try to run up the RPMs here and move some air and some coolant through this thing and see if we can't cool it down a little bit. Yeah, so that seems to be working pretty good. The temperature's dropping rapidly. Temperature's dropping very rapidly. Okay, so that's an interesting event. Okay, so now of course as soon as I start rocking this pig back and forth again, we're gonna
Please fasten seatbelt.
we're gonna have problems, of course, but yeah, they definitely don't like to idle much. Well, we're not getting super hot, but we just stopped, and we of course did overheat again. So try to get this thing out on the freeway, get some RPMs into it, and see if we can't see if that don't help. But yeah, I mean, we're not brutally hot. Seems like when you turn it off and it sits for just a minute, like the temperature spikes. I don't really understand that at all. And that's, I mean, I want to be thinking Joe's wrong about that, here we go. Danger, hot engine. I want to think Joe's wrong about having a cracked head in this thing, but I'm just not sure. Like, why does it spike when we stop like that? I don't know. So we are running down the road now, and hopefully this alarm goes off in a minute. If not, I'll have to shut it down and cool it down enough to get the stinking alarm to go off. But it's really irritating. Massively irritating as this is, that freaking alarm has been going off for about 20 miles. But my temperatures look good.
Beginning systems check.
As you can hear.
Systems check complete.
So, you're gonna love what I'm about to do. But you can't make this up because my tools are all down in the bay of the RV, which is actually on the freeway side. So if I got a better way to get it off, I got a plan. That is my plan. I am going to, so I got this wire over here. I think that's the engine protection module, just looking at it. But I've got these three. And so these two ducts here are the same. I would guess that because they're the same. One's orange, one's red. I'm guessing they go to gauges. I'm thinking that this cat right here I think that's going to be my offending animal. We'll see. Take this up and crank it off and we'll see if that worked. See if that worked. Hey! With a spoon!
Please fasten seatbelt.
All right. See, as you can see, our temperatures are good. It's just that little, like, it's like that sending unit. Once it gets tripped, it has a hard time untripping itself. So we shall see what happens here. We just got to make it to Joe's, and I'm going to dump this piece of crap in his lap and say, it's your problem. No, not really. I mean, I'm going to help him work on it, but it's an adventure. I will tell you that for shizzle. So I made the mistake of stopping quick and turning the motor off. So apparently turning the motor off and then turning it back on
Danger. Hot engine.
causes this heat soak thing. So I'm gonna have to stop again now, disconnect that wire again. Like, dude,
Danger. Hot engine.
my temperatures are running good. Maybe
Hot engine.
I got it, buddy. All right, my temperatures are running good. They're just a touch,
Danger. Hot engine.
just a touch outside of normal, but I don't know. We'll get to the bottom.
Danger. Hot engine.
All right, but anyways, you get the point. This is really not good. Doing my little fix it with a spoon trick here again. Took that guy loose, and I'm gonna run up front and see if that does it. If not, I'm gonna keep taking stuff loose until something does. For the record, that one did not do it. I'm gonna try to go back there and just rap on them. Well, I think we can shut this down at this point. So it ain't that one. I'm gonna assume, well, we'll put the other one back on and take this one off. So it could just be when we took this off last time, we just got lucky. Here, I'm gonna do this. You guys don't need to watch. There's a lot of different ways to do this when you're looking at how these things are overheating. A lot of things have been fixed. Joe has a little bit different than a little different idea than I do. So here's his method. It actually seems to work pretty good. It's probably doesn't please the neighbors a whole lot though. So here you go. Like that before. I never run it up this high though either. Then again, I'm not Joe Mason, so I don't. So there's a lot of ways to do that. Pegging the throttle wide open for 23 minutes and letting it scream is probably not something I would be comfortable with. But when you've been doing it for 48, 46, 44 years,
soon to be 45,
45 years almost. I guess you can do that stuff. Other than that, yeah, it just, it ended up being, I was kind of rapping on it there, but it was too loud to talk. But, the switch that turns the fan on had failed and it wasn't coming on until the motor was right at that point where the alarm was going off. Other than that, we got hats. Give us a shot. Thanks for tuning in. Have fun. Stay out of trouble. We're out here on the island. We're crashing in,
Friday Harbor.
Friday Harbor in the most interesting hotel.
No, it's cool.
It's great.
The Orca Inn.
Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to say that.
You can cut that out.
Well, anyways, yeah, we're out here in Friday Harbor. We're looking at some trucks, making some new friends. We got some cool stuff coming up, and next time.
Yeah.
Bye. You can't use that when you do that, smart.
That one's not gonna work.
That one's not gonna work. I tell you, I shot like 2 films with TJ. So I'm a crossing for today. I think it's more of a factor of what got drank last night.
I'm swearing your kids are gonna see this.
I know.
Ooh, that'll work.
Nice.
Right there. Watch out for this one. It's got a hook that's going to be dangling around.
You want another one on that one?
No, it should be a single.
Okay, ready? Come on there, keep your thumb on there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. There it is.
Mr. Sharky. What kind of shark is that? Blue?
Blue shark, yeah.
Super blue. Makes sense. Using the boat?
Nice job.
That's a limit. That's a limit for the boat. And the captain. Finish it off.
That's the limit for the boat and the crew.
Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty full. Are they rusty or something?
Good thing he came over this side.